This is Conspiracy Carl in the bunker, filming an expose on something that is occurring with alarming frequency throughout the QAW locker room, and it has nothing to do with my recent loss. With the death of Tommy Jr., the attack on the big ticket, and the recent hospitalization of the Mammoth after he was pushed into La Brea tar pits while commiserating with his relatives over his loss and subsequent firing from the generation, something sinister is happening. And I can't say that it's squirrels this time. I recently received an email from an anonymous source that laid out a plan to take out the QAW roster one by one. I do not recognize the address it came from, but I can tell you that it is someone with intimate knowledge of the QAW roster. Later on in the email is how they will eliminate all hope and make people feel nothing more. I know that sounds like Shakes. This is just something he would say, but there's a certain statement made at the end that doesn't sound like Shakes at all. It clearly states it will only take... What the fuck was that? Holy shit, my van! I'm getting too close. I have to go to ground. You'll hear from me later. Conspiracy Carl out. Well, guess Doug has to buy his own van now. This is becoming a regular occurrence, people. This is Paul Hardy breaking in again with some more disturbing news from the QAW locker room. Seems that DJB, last seen here eating grapes from somebody in a hot tub. That's right, Dana J. Bine, wrestler for a day, has died in a massive van explosion right outside of a bunker in rural area here. As you can see, we have some people on the scene. John, can you get an interview with the firefighter, please? It seems like we're having... John, are you there? Seems like we're having some audio issues right at the moment. Okay, so I think what the firefighter here is trying to say is that DJB was in the van, putting something in the van when it tragically exploded. John, are you there? John, Brett, get John on. Brett. Anyways, we were having some technical difficulties, so we weren't able to hear that interview, and I apologize for that. But as you can know, DJB, wrestler for a day in QAW, dead at 40. Love yourself, be kind to one another, and follow your fucking dreams. DJB, dead. Rest in peace.
Like the mighty Aquaman, we arise from the waters of Atlantic City to bring you another QAW Pandemic fresh off the second wave. I'm Mike Mann, joined as always with Buckley Swantoon.
Thank you, Mike Mann. Tonight we have one hell of a card tonight. We have multiple actually, let me preface that. On July 2nd, we will be having two ladder matches, a men's and a women's ladder match, both of which a prize, a Fauci surprise contract. The winner, whoever holds these contracts, can cash it in on for a championship match of their choosing against any champion they wish at any time they wish. So big stakes, big prize.
Big stakes like an outdoor barbecue. The heat is rising as summer continues to rage on. Catch the fever.
Ooh. And of course, we can't conclude this meeting without a little bit of a check. And first off, I'd like to formally welcome and induct the Doctor into the generation, sir.
Yes. Excellent. I can't wait to get back into the lab and make the generation the strongest, best, tightest group ever.
Absolutely. You've upgraded in the group that you've chosen to join, my friend.
I can say I'm happy to have you here. Because if you didn't give me some of that T-1000 blood, whatever you did to help fix me, I wouldn't have become the new New England States Heritage Champion.
Of course, yes, and give it up for James, our Boston's biggest bad boy, the new New England States Heritage Champion and the correct champion, if you ask me. And of course, our most successful champion in defending her title, the QAW Women's Champion, AC Volts. Yes, yes.
Stop it. Thank you. Honestly, it's getting a little tiring winning all the time, but you know, what can I do? I'm just so good.
You're so good at it. You're so
good.
I understand that.
Yeah, AC, I've actually got a little bit of a surprise. I've been working on some stuff from a neural activity perspective, and I think you're...
Let me cut you off right there real quick because you said earlier you wanted to make us the tightest, and I'm plenty tight. Thank you.
I didn't catch you there, Doc.
Right, okay.
But seriously, though, both James and I have had life-threatening injuries that the doctor has fixed and has made us better people. So you might want to consider, you know, taking an awful bump, something like that. Maybe ride a motorized unicycle down the highway, jump out a building. He's good.
It's an
I'm saying he's good.
I'll keep it in mind. Thank you.
Absolutely.
All right.
And then, of course, the new QAW Men's Champion, Wellington Arms.
Yeah.
Yes. Wellington.
Gotta give it to you, Wellington. I knew you could do it, and you did it. Why? Because you are the most respected wrestler I've seen out there.
That's right. I've earned a lot of respect. I did it my way. It sent road rage on the highway.
What a nerd.
Seriously. Motorcycle's a children's toy.
Absolutely. And then, of course, let's give it up for me finally putting down Shakes once and for all.
Good riddance.
All on my own. I didn't need your help there, Wellington, but it was very much appreciated.
You know, maybe after you, no one else out here has more hate for Shakes and everything he stands for than I do. So happy to have you back.
Absolutely. Well, and I think we can all agree, lady and gentlemen, that the heir of the generation begins now.
Perfect.
Hey everybody, Perjury Palapal here. I just want to say that, retirement from the ring, it's fitting me pretty well.
Hello, my name is Penguin, and I'm here to fight.
I've been playing a lot of Japanese RPGs. This is good. It's a good amount of time that I got that I might finally finish Persona 5 and Final Fantasy 6, and I might start some new ones. I don't know.
Perjury Palapal lost the title, and this is officially me calling out the man who did it.
I got a lot on my back burner, I wish QAW all the best, and I'm happy you guys are still doing your thing.
That's right. I'm going after the gold.
So happy tidings, and in some ways, losing the title to Mike Carr was one of the best things that ever happened to me.
So you better watch out, Mike. Mike Diesel. I know you're holding a title, and I'm gonna get it back from you.
Bye.
Our very first match of the tournament is Tom Brady versus the mysterious Penguin.
I'm excited to see Penguin back in the ring. We saw that we've only seen him in the ring once ever since Perjury Palapal has his bit of his identity changed, or perhaps his identity was stolen by himself. But either way, it looks like Tom Brady establishing some distance from Mike Diesel. He might be trying to have his presence from QAW last longer than we expected.
Yeah, once a runaway, always a runaway. Tom Brady leaving New England, the cradle of growth and success that he once had, and now going ahead and getting out on his own. TB12 stalking to the ring, looking to overcome Penguin tonight.
Let's see if those pills he's been shucking improves his skills in the ring. And I mean, if he starts to get a fan base here, that might be what it takes for us to get rid of him. Am I right?
Of course. That's my M. Bison impression. How'd I do?
That was really good.
Thank you.
I'm a big Street Fighter fan, and you nailed it.
Rest in peace, Raul Julia.
Rest in peace. You know, I'm going to meet
Which
up with
reminds us tonight's... What?
Yes, go ahead, please.
Thank you. Tonight's sponsor is reruns of the Addams Family movie.
It's the Addams Family again.
Indeed. And now a man makes his entrance in the arena, and the only thing terrifying about him is how long we have to wait between seeing him. It's the alluring, the mysterious Penguin!
Penguin, our very first QAW Men's Champion, and having a little bit of a downturn, a little bit of finding himself, but he's back, and he's looking to reclaim that title and become the first ever two-time QAW Men's Champion.
Every artist in history goes through some kind of renaissance, some kind of transformation, if you will, once they look deep inside themselves. And in Perjury Palapal, now Penguin's case, he just had to find some radioactive feathers to bring out the inner self.
Much like how Rihanna became Rihanna again, Penguin looking to find some success here.
Indeed, and eagle-eyed viewers will notice Rihanna's cameos early in the Addams Family movies.
I heard she plays Wednesday.
She was her stunt double, yes.
Yeah, that cameos are where you don't... Yes, that's what I meant.
Correct.
Oh, boy. Sorry, I lost... Wasn't doing so well in roulette earlier here on the boardwalk, and I'm still a little upset about that.
Totally fine. Luck be a lady for Tom Brady. Ethan kicks us off. Boot to the midsection and a double clap to both sides of the head of Tom Brady. Whoa, back heel kick from the former quarterback of the New England Patriots. Was caught in the ropes.
A little bit caught up there, but he's not great on his feet if he doesn't have somebody blocking that for him.
Caught up and he doesn't know what it is, like Usher.
Absolutely. Both of these men absent from the lineup at second wave, so you know that a win here tonight, they're looking to get back on that pay-per-view card.
Yes, sir. Looking to make an indelible impression on the fans here tonight in New Jersey as Penguin takes Brady down with a flying forearm.
And speaking of impressions, Ethan making quite the impression. There's a lot of dissatisfaction backstage with his refereeing performance, and consider tonight his last chance in some ways.
The stakes have been, well, they've never been higher for Ethan.
Wow! Huge.
Penguin, planting Tom Brady with a powerbomb there.
Again, I cannot overemphasize enough. Do not judge Penguin from size. He's one of the strongest, pound for pound, strongest competitors here on the roster.
Indeed, it's what propelled him, to victory as he gets clobbered in the corner there. The first ever QAW men's heavyweight champion overcoming 29 other competitors in the first ever QAW Rumble. Tom Brady now going to work, going for a cover. 1. As is tradition, first match of the night, first pin cover is only a 1.
Take a drink.
Gulp, gulp. Curious here if Penguin's going to work over the right arm of Tom Brady, which is his throwing arm, or those incredibly delicate legs, which, as we know, Tom Brady in the NFL had his legs brutalized by tackling defenders. We'll see if Perjury Palapal goes to work on the sides of those knees.
Well, Troy Aikman got, beautiful Northern Light suplex from Penguin there, but much like Troy Aikman would get concussions, Tom Brady would get his legs shattered. And you have to imagine, though, that if Penguin's able to neutralize the arms of Tom Brady, he won't be able to lock him in that betrayal we saw him do in James Maloney, but now Penguin out the top.
Hopping over Tom Brady jauntily and now beckoning him to his feet. Oh, the drop kick. Nobody home as Tom Brady swats Penguin away. And now what? Tom Brady's got a chair.
Is that perhaps
Ethan?
Chair or Cherry or Cheryl's?
Oh! Flying forearm. Tom Brady's busted open the glass jaw of the former quarterback of the Patriots. It now bleeding.
Well, Tom Brady was seeing red, now he's feeling red. I think he almost got frustrated and wanted to end it there with the disqualification, but Penguin not letting that happen.
Tom Brady cheating, get out of here.
Oh my word.
Penguin setting him up. Oh, sliding dropkick sends TB12 barreling back.
Impressive stuff from Penguin as our men's warehouse representatives. Very, very pleased by that.
Yes, indeed. Whoa, reverse DDT there from Tom Brady, who's not done yet. Heads back in the ring to break the count, and now staring at his handiwork there. This crowd showering him in boos.
Not happy
as is tradition in New Jersey.
Absolutely. I was assaulted 4 times on my walk in here.
So is Mr. Peanut.
Absolutely.
Spinning neckbreaker there from Penguin.
It's still sinking in. We have a lot of memories of Perjury, but it's Penguin now, baby. And now, Penguin going back up to the top.
Had it up top. Oh! Ethan might have broken the arm of Tom Brady.
Oh my God! Wow.
The pressure of this refereeing tonight might have gotten to Ethan. 1, 2. No, Tom Brady's still able to power out.
You're not going to hear any complaints in New Jersey from one of our officials trying to injure Tom Brady, but Penguin not able to put him away with that moonsault.
Not quite yet. Tom Brady takes him over with a shoulder throw there, showing off a little bit of judo skills. And again, crushing Penguin in the corner with another running clothesline. Cover here. 1. No, kick out from Penguin again.
Penguin, a man of tradition. Our first ever men's champion, and he's been with QAW since the beginning. He's going to honor that. And a big German suplex there.
German suplex takes Tom Brady barreling into the ropes, follows it up with a stomp to the back of the head. Now measuring the former leader of Patriots Nation.
Absolutely just trying to assert his dominance right now.
Crowing a little bit, full of himself, at least for the moment. He's gonna close the door on Tom Brady. Tom Brady known a little bit as a comeback kid. Ask any Atlanta Falcons fan about that.
Tom Brady, yeah, he's been doing a lot. He's been doing better here tonight than I expected. He might pull off a bit of an upset here.
Whoa! Spinning neckbreaker, yes, of course. It would certainly be an upset for all the fans of Penguin, fans of, wow, surprisingly strong men and fans of penguins in general.
But it looks like Penguin, he's had enough of this. Looking to put him away with the Impaler DDT.
Impaler right on that bloody spot. Cover here. 1, 2, 3, and that's it. Tom Brady is done. Penguin's moving on.
Penguin earning in this first qualifier match. He's got a spot in the men's ladder match for the Fauci Surprise contract. Good on Penguin. He has that experience in ladder matches, and he's looking to get back that title that he lost.
It's certainly no Fauci surprise that the former QAW men's champion has moved on to the inaugural ladder match, putting away a game Tom Brady tonight, sacking the quarterback's chances of moving on.
Well, folks, we have one hell of a show lined up. We have multiple qualifying matches for the men's and women's Fauci Surprise ladder matches. We have the return of Chunkle versus the Clone Bros. We have the return of Animal Farm as well, and the debut of, well, a multiple-time champion in another wrestling league, but he's in QAW now, baby. It's Juicebox, so don't go anywhere.
The juice is loose. Get those sippy cups ready, get those straws ready, and soak it up, baby, because QAW is dribbling on.
Here in Atlantic City, the city of pride, and we got a lot of pride in our abilities.
That we do. Happy Pride Month, everyone, from QAW.
Victory fucking juice. Woo! Deal your pain, you cunts. I've been bloody pissed since they handed bitches brew the belt in second wave. That's right. Oh, tastes fucking good. So, the commissioner told me to make another promo. I'm fighting, what's a cunt? Zetsi. Who the fuck are you? You got an art shop online, knitting jumpers for poodles. I don't know who you fucking are. I don't know who any of these cunts are, but I don't know. At least I'll make promos. You just got pained, and that's not the last of it. See you in the ring, whoever you are. I don't need to fucking prove myself anymore. I'm a bloody champion. You want me to do another qualifier? You cunts. Okay, maybe the reason Bitches Brew won had a lot to do with Cold Dog cashing, but like, she was out for fucking blood that night. I really think she wants Rainbow Twittles dead. Like, she's going off a knob, and she might bloody kill her. In fact, I'd give Karen a few light slams, like, just for the sake of making a point, but Cash is off a knob. Twittles might be in trouble. Commissioner better watch out for that one, right? Oh fuck, is this still on? Bollocks.
Rolling on to women's action, we have the former QAW Women's Champion Zesty Esty taking on one half of the new QAW Women's Tag Team Champions, Delia Payne.
Delia Payne of Bitches Brew, like, they do not take a rest. They're just competing in that hellacious tag match, a second wave this past Sunday, putting on an incredible effort, and yes, defeating Rainbow Birtles and the Slamazon to become the first ever QAW Women's Tag Champs, but she cannot rest at all. She's up against just the original force of the QAW Women's Division. It's Zesty Esty, folks.
Zesty Esty making her return to QAW after being absent for several weeks, looking to reignite that fire that led her to championship glory in her very first match in QAW.
She's having a little bit of a downturn ever since losing that title to AC Bolts, but let's see. She is still just one of the powerhouses of the division and is absolutely a force to be reckoned with.
Let's see if lightning will strike here for Zesty Esty, but in her favor this time as she looks to heat up the arena.
Ooh, like my teriyaki skewers.
I'd like to thank our sponsor, Teriyaki Skewers. You can find them in most restaurants.
So it's just the one company that makes them.
That's right. They have a monopoly on it.
They sure do.
Zesty Esty psyching herself up for the entry of one half of Bitches Brew. And there they are, folks, the brand newly minted QAW Women's Tag Team Champions, Bitches Brew.
You know, Delia Payne does not go anywhere without flanked by her just eternal life mate and permanent partner, Cold Hard Cashin. Just an absolutely vicious and dangerous duo. I'm not sure if Zesty Esty will be able to overcome both of them, because you know if Cold Hard Cashin's out there, she's going to play a role somehow.
It's what a good partner does. They look out for their partner here. And Cold Hard Cashin, she's no fool. She understands that both Delia Payne's health and her marketability are integral to making some cold hard cash. So of course she's going to be watching Delia's back.
Absolutely, and Cold Hard Cashin actually will be up in her qualifier match for the women's Fauci Surprise ladder match next week against Rainbow Brittle. So perhaps just out here to get her head in the game.
Maybe scouting future opponent as Ethan kicks this one off. Duck underneath there by Delia, looking to get behind and ground the former champion.
We're seeing some impressive technical skill here.
Delia definitely needs to show something here. She was a little bit sloppy in that tag team match, and one could argue that Cold Hard Cashin really carried the bulk of the offense for the Bitches Brew.
She came in at the end there to run interference, but yeah, her depth perception was a bit off. I'm not sure if she maybe took some blows to the head to affect that, but nope, with the Hurricane Rana there, she seems to be in fine form right now.
Maybe she does a little bit better in one-on-one action when it comes to, the accuracy of her blows as she nails an arm breaker there on Zesty.
Well, that's what you gotta do. She's up against a bigger opponent here. Just focus on those limbs and make it so that Zesty can't toss her around.
Not at all, especially when an elbow gets dislocated as Delia is dissecting both arms of Zesty.
God, we've seen what happens. QAW, we've had no shortage of in-ring injuries, and really Ethan does nothing to stop them. So if Zesty gets an arm popped out, it's up to her to finish the match.
Cover one. No, kick out there from Zesty, and honestly, Ethan almost encourages it. We saw him almost taking Vigilante Justice out in Tom Brady and almost breaking his arm last match.
We know Ethan's taken his fair share of knocks, so he might, he might have a little bit of resentment there. We might be starting to see a little bit more Willard going on in the future if Diamond David has something to say about it.
Certainly wouldn't be surprising as Zesty is stomping Delia Payne into the mat, who immediately reverses there and buries a knee of her own into the small of the back of Zesty and wiping her hands of the former champion entirely.
Delia's had firm control here, going up to the top.
Oh, an impressive low-down frog splash. 1, 2. No, Zesty out at 2.
Wow, we have not seen that from Delia Payne before. She's expanding her repertoire.
Busting out some new high-flying offenses. Now she's looking to separate again the shoulder of Zesty, looking to take those arms apart. An excellent grip there. She's interlocking both fingers so that she can add some extra leverage as she torques backward there. Very intelligent tactics there from Delia.
I'm telling you, Cold Hard Cashin, and Delia Payne, they bring out the best and the worst in each other. We know that both their skills have only improved ever since they started working together as a tandem, and just their tactics have gotten even more vicious.
That they have. They're not afraid to get their hands dirty, and they're not afraid to bust up their opponents as Delia gets sent up over the top. Zesty looking to reassert herself.
Zesty has to get her mind back. She has to remember what got her that championship belt in the first place, and she's had a bit of a run of bad luck here, she would say it. So and even now, Delia just already getting control back.
Oh, and just bouncing Zesty Esty's face off the guardrail, which hurts doubly when you're wearing glasses, because then the glasses get jammed into your face. It's a whole thing.
Tell me about it.
I will, and I did.
You sure
Delia
did.
sends Zesty into the corner.
That's a great story. And oh, with the face right into the turn pad.
Introduces Zesty to the second turnbuckle there, which she may not visit often, being as tall as she is. Delia now going to work on the legs of Zesty and gets her trapped in a fig.
She's got her locked in a clamp down, she calls it.
Clamp down applied. Zesty's got nowhere to go. She's close to the ropes and not let. Oh, just looking to punch her way out of it. My goodness.
That's how you do it.
Say hello to my right hand, says Zesty.
And says hello to me as well. Oh, big super kick.
Super kick grounds Zesty as a Banshee Shriek fills the arena. Jawbreaker there from Zesty, who's not done yet. Delia counters. Chop across the chest.
Oh, the train of pain.
Choo-choo.
Out of nowhere. I think I can say that this match is over.
Cover 1, 2, 3. A train of pain, and that's it. Zesty gets off at the station, and Delia chugs along.
Delia Payne claiming that first spot in the women's Fauci Surprise ladder match. Just imagine the power that Bitches Brew will have in QAW if they're both the tag champions and one of them is the women's champion too. I shudder at the thought.
Shudder indeed. Now, the winner of the Fauci Surprise, they're able to cash in that surprise at any time of their choosing to challenge the champion, correct?
Yes, that is exactly it. If any singles championship belt they wish to go after at any time, they can cash it in as long as a ref is present and that bell rings.
So Delia, hypothetically, or even cold hard cash in if they both find themselves in that match, could win that opportunity and strike at an opportune time to crown themselves, or at least try to prey on a vulnerable champion and make themselves champion.
We will see, and we know they're smart enough to pull up a plan like that, and they're cunning enough. So, but don't go anywhere, folks. Coming up next, we have the return of Chunkle taking on also the returning Clone Bros.
Tag team action as QAW spreads asymptomatically.
I'm feeling it.
The returning Chunkle, the returning Clone Bros, a tag team encounter coming right up.
We've had a lot of I can't talk. We've had a lot of stuff happening in the men's tag team division. Our new champions, Jungle Magic, claiming those yet to be defended successfully belts at Second Wave, and now Chunkle, our first ever men's tag champs. They're also looking to get their heat back and perhaps ascend that mountain once again.
It's a night of former champions, as we saw Penguine, we saw Zesty Esty, and now Chunkle, all pioneers in QAW's respective divisions, looking to get back to their winning ways.
Well, that's what you gotta do. Once you ascend that mountain, you can't let your skills dull at all. Much like a knife trying to cut through a thick steak.
You gotta keep that edge sharp, and these two gentlemen are not afraid to get edgy. These men are masters of the fundamentals of in-ring action. Big Daddy certainly not short on any semblance of confidence, and Iron Pete looking strong and thick as ever.
Absolutely. Lift your weights and eat your vitamins.
That's right. And two men who've never even heard of vitamins before make their way to the ring. It's Hardy and Felty, the Clone Bros.
These two men, they look like they eat their weights and lift their vitamins. Just two of the biggest competitors we have here in QAW, and just when you pair them together, they literally are clone brothers. I'm not sure if you can really know your tag partner better than that.
If you know yourself like the back of your hand, and someone else has the back of your hand on the back of their hand, well,
I mean, you got the
what
back,
else needs to be said?
You got the back of your hand on my hand.
As Dusty Rhodes once said, reach out, feel that hand touching your hand. It's the back of my hand. I'm Dusty Rhodes.
He always said that. That's how he always ended his quotes.
It's also how he ordered at restaurants and freaked out his servers.
I'll have soup and salad. I'm Dusty Rhodes.
His vows at his wedding. You should have heard him.
We're married now. I'm Dusty Rhodes. I was there.
Rest in peace, Dusty.
We love you.
And we have Iron Pete checking in against Artie of the Clone Bros as Ethan keeps this action rolling. Artie immediately with a takeover there of Iron Pete.
Ooh, looking to prove himself the stronger man.
And looking to just yank off a wing of Iron Pete there, go to town on him. Iron Pete able to scoot out. And some ground and pound gets him out of danger.
I've talked a lot about those big beefy boys I love so much, and Iron Pete is one of the beefiest.
That he is, and almost looking small in comparison to the thickness of Artie here.
He's got a bit of a challenge.
Ethan's down!
Down goes Ethan. The night has started, folks.
Oh, down is Iron Pete gets down into the corner.
They cannot land a move in the corner, as is also QAW tradition, as he takes a boot to the face.
Iron Pete now taking him back into the trunkle corner, but Artie fighting him off. Ethan recovering much quicker these days.
Well, I guess it wasn't like a Rainbow Brittles drop kick to the head. He merely just couldn't get out of the way in time. But Ethan, you'd think he'd be working on his conditioning. Come on, man.
You would imagine as Iron Pete gets into the corner. Boot there to Artie.
Land a move in the corner.
It can't happen. It won't happen. Not if Artie has anything to say about it. Digging more elbows into the midsection.
Both of these men desperate for a tag already. I mean, come on, guys. Oh, no, whoa, bit of a footage cut there. We're sorry about that, folks. It looks like Felty's tagged in.
We are equal parts sports entertainment and Looney Tunes, baby. Here comes Big Daddy.
Oh.
Misses a clothesline there. Eats a kick to the flank.
We know the dynamic offense of Big Daddy, but Felty might have him scouted here.
Felty now setting him up on the middle rope and using the rope to choke him.
Just huffing that beefy frame down on him.
There's nothing more suffocating than a beefy frame. Ask anybody who's a contractor or a butcher.
That's our other sponsor here tonight, Beefy Frames. Do you want your windows to look delicious? Talk to Beefy Frames.
Both the owner, the proprietor, and the name of the business. Big Daddy gets sent back in. Artie now fighting for the honor of both himself, Felty, and the bumbling strip mall as he takes Big Daddy over with a vertical suplex.
You know how many brothers they have. He's fighting for all his brothers as well. Matt, and the other ones who I can't remember, but there's a lot of them, folks.
It's a study question as he gets sent into the corner. Splash there! We have our first successful corner offense.
Huzzah, drink.
Chugga chugga. Artie brings Big Daddy back up to his feet, clubbers him over the head, and a headbutt to follow.
Ooh, the signature Artie headbutt.
Spins Big Daddy around. He wants Iron Pete to see this coming. As he whiffs.
Took a step too far back. Throws him in. Yep, that's your call.
This is the corner.
You're doing
now,
good.
In comes Felty.
A successful tag in the corner. I can't believe it.
Elevated Meteora there. An assist there from Artie as well. Big Daddy makes the tag.
He does. Felty letting it happen. He wants Iron Pete as Iron Pete whips the throat chop there.
Whoa! Almost a modified F5 there. A sit-out F5 from Felty.
I've seen that before. Impressive stuff.
Double leg takedown from Iron Pete. Felty brings him down with a countering clothesline there. Oh, and a stomp to the hand. Picks Iron Pete up. Short arm clothesline brings Felty down.
Iron Pete refuses to be outdone. He's still the beefiest boy in his mind.
Grabs Felty by both sides of his helmet and brings him straight down. And just whacking that hand right off the canvas.
Whacking that hand and now waiting for... Oh, I think he was waiting to perhaps do the iron spike on Felty, but Felty going to the ropes.
Oh, Felty eats a big boot there. May have avoided the iron spike momentarily.
And now that's what he wants, I think. Yep. Oh, getting that massive frame of Felty up there for a big iron spike.
Never seen 350 pounds so high. 2! Kick out at 2 from Felty. Enough cannot be said about the upper body strength of Iron Pete, who was able to elevate a huge man like Felty sky high.
Very impressive. I mean, we just saw a little bit of miscommunication there. Big Daddy almost accidentally kicking his partner. Chunkle might be a little rusty here.
They may be, but Iron Pete willing his partner on. Ethan surprisingly in position as Big Daddy looks to continue leveraging this offense. Oh! To painful success against Felty and takes to the top.
Up he goes.
And successful. Buries an elbow into the chest of Felty here. Goes for the cover. 1. Artie immediately breaks it up.
It's our first break.
Wow, and lays out Iron Pete.
Oh my god, yeah, just cleaning his clock there.
Now continuing to go to work on the outside is Big Daddy. Looks like a keg stand.
A big keg drop on Felty.
Keg drop cover. 1. Whoa! Eats a boot right in the mush from Artie.
We haven't seen somebody break up a pin like that, and Big Daddy missing that drop kick. But then he just punches Artie off the stand. Big Daddy getting frustrated here. He wants to do this himself.
Didn't miss that right hand, but oh, eats a running D-Lo bomb there. Gets brought back up to his feet. Felty doing this on his own as Artie's been neutralized momentarily. Sends Big Daddy in his corner.
I mean, we know Big Daddy, he's been expressing his frustration with Chunkle's record as of late. And, oh!
Back handspring, surprising agility there from Felty.
I mean, that's what Felty's known for. He shifts that big frame around like like a man half his size. But as I was saying, Big Daddy, very frustrated with Chunkle's lack of success lately. He wants him to get back up on the top where he's used to being.
You get used to a certain lifestyle when you become the champion. It's very difficult to have to reprogram your whole life around not being in the limelight as he gets sent into the corner. Whoa! Clothesline there from Artie. Your quality of life changes. How people see you, treat you changes. And Big Daddy, he doesn't want to be out in the cold. He wants to be in that championship sun.
He does.
Revving himself up. Whoa! Takes down Artie. Impactful couple clotheslines. And make it a third.
Looking to get that momentum back.
Artie is reeling here. Whoa! Counters with his own after catching a boot there from Big Daddy.
Shutting him down.
Indeed, and dropping an elbow right in the center of his chest. Wow. Going to work on those hands as well.
Big Daddy's been in there for a while. He might have to try and tag himself out here soon.
Trips up Artie and now takes to the top rope. And another elbow drop successful. Big Daddy 2 for 2 on elbows from the top.
He's doing it. I'm surprised. Normally, jumping off the top rope has not led to the most success for QAW roster members, but Big Daddy, yeah, like you said, he's 2 for 2.
Could be the exception that proves the rule as Iron Pete checks in. Stalking Artie. Chunkle's going to have to put them away soon. They've definitely softened him up. Oh, gut-wrench suplex gets reversed there. Artie now with a boot to the back of the head.
Iron Pete, Big Daddy started the job, and he was hoping Iron Pete could come in and finish it.
And he was looking to build off that momentum as Artie looking to stymie that progress. Artie grabs him.
Ooh.
Whoa, overhead pump handle suplex.
Almost looked like he was going for a variation of AC Volts' shocker.
It would be shocking to see such a move put on a thick man such as, well, Iron Pete as Artie shook the ring there.
Struggling to get up. He's getting tired. It takes a lot out of you to hurl that frame around.
Plant DDT there as Big Daddy checks in. Excellent tagging and teamwork we're seeing here from Chunkle as Big Daddy scratching his head.
He's taking a second. Big Daddy never lacking for confidence. We know that about him.
Collects himself and collects Artie.
Looks to do a big keg drop on Artie.
Keg drop number 2.
Ugh.
Looking to treat Artie like number 2 as he hooks the leg. 1, 2, no! Kick out at 2 from Artie and Iron Pete is down again.
Well, Felty knocking down Iron Pete. Yeah, he's just rolling outside there.
Going to work again on Artie. Big Daddy has got to be frustrated that he eats twice had the Clone Bros beaten, but not able to put them away.
And now he's in the ring alone with Felty dispatching Iron Pete on the outside. Oh, then a huge power bomb from Artie.
1, 2, 3, that's it! I'd call that an upset, folks. Artie with a capture powerbomb keeps Chunkle down.
Absolutely. I think that the Clone Bros picking up their first victory and over the first ever men's tag team champs, no less. Impressive stuff there, and congrats to the Clone Bros. But you got to imagine, yeah, this is what is next for Chunkle. That has got to be frustrating.
They were working magnificently earlier in the match, but just weren't able to close. This is very unlike the Chunkle that we're used to seeing.
Either way, the Clone Bros, they had a plan. They came in there, and it just Artie seizing on that opportunity. Great tag team work there with Felty keeping Iron Pete on the ground outside. Artie swooping in with that surprise pin. So good job on Clone Bros. You got to imagine they're partying at the Bumberland Strip Mall tonight.
But it doesn't look like that Chunkle is left ringside.
Hello. If you are watching this video, then you have been in quarantine for more days than you care to count. Now, as summer is right around the corner and the days are getting longer, you may be thinking to yourself that it's time to venture back out into the world that is starting to look more and more inviting by the day. Your training to re-enter the post-quarantine world should begin while you are still in the confines of your own living space. Rehearse having conversations with people again. It's important to not forget how to effectively communicate with others. Spend at least 45 minutes a day practicing your active listening. You never know when a well-placed nod or a knowing eyebrow raise could mean the difference between becoming a drone in a local warlord's army or becoming the main course of a roving band of marauders from the Sulphur Flats. I know which one I'd prefer. Perhaps consider adopting a plant and raising it as if it were your own child. Nurture it. Talk to it. Teach it lessons about life and love. Share with it your secrets and your dreams. Feel safe in the knowledge that your plant won't betray you. Your plant will keep your secrets if it knows what's good for it. Please keep in mind that a post-pandemic landscape could look very different from what you are used to seeing in what we now refer to as the before time. Streets that were once a hustle and bustle of commerce could now be a barren wasteland where packs of feral clowns prey on the weak. You're going to have to be ready to take on these hostilities. Meditation and yoga will be essential to surviving the harsh new realities of the after times. You must also train your mind. Read newspapers from the before times. Learn from the mistakes of our ancestors, lest we be doomed to repeat them ourselves. Just remember, it's also okay to not go outside.
How to survive childbirth. If you can avoid it, don't be born. However, if inevitable, be sure to be born head first. Unwrap the umbilical cord from your neck. Brace yourself for a cold, uncaring reality. Welcome to life. I'm so sorry. Now you know how to survive childbirth.
Welcome back to the pandemic, folks, and we actually caught some very interesting developments during that commercial break. We bring you back to what transpired.
Right before, we noted that Clone Bros picking up a victory over Chunkle, and Iron Pete just back in the ring looking despondent.
Big Daddy entering, and the two men, they have to be disappointed to have not come up with the big victory over the Clone Bros as they were hoping, and Big Daddy, he's leaving Iron Pete alone in the ring.
Just leaving him behind. It looks like his frustrations reached a boiling point.
Could this be the end of Chunkle? Well, from 2 titanic forces to 2 more, Fear itself takes on the Reverend. Up next.
Let me get this straight. I put Fear itself through the ring. I put Gentleman Doug through the steel cage. Now I have to fight Fear itself again, so that I can climb a ladder to have a shot at the championship of the wackest wrestling league that there ever was. That's okay, yeah. Fine. You know, if this is what I have to do, if I have to take a break from my vacation with my family at the beach to come down on a Thursday night, whoop some ass, so that I can have a shot at the title for this, to complete my mission, to fulfill my mandate, then I'll do it. And you know what? I'm getting tired of this, so I'm going to make it a little more interesting. If I don't win the QAW championship, I will lay down my robe, I'll lay down my title, and I'll just go home and be a family man. And I'll do this the old-fashioned way. So mark my words. If I don't climb that ladder, take down that belt, no more Reverend. It'll just be me and you and a regular intervention from some big guy taking it straight to the top. So prepare yourselves. Get ready, Fear itself. Beat you before, I'll do it again. You beat me once, kind of, but you sort of cheated. Not gonna happen again. Not gonna happen again. I can't believe it. Again, I'm gonna have to take a break from my beach vacation. Fine. See you Thursday.
Forces of heaven, forces of hell, as the Reverend looks to prove once and for all that QAW is whack by putting a beating on Fear itself.
These two have had quite the saga. We know the last time these two actually met in the ring, Fear itself has been out ever since then. The Reverend just superplexing Fear itself through the ring, as to some might say literal Christian hell. And then the Reverend also taking it out on Fear itself's tag team partner, Gentleman Doug, by throwing him through a cage wall. Fear itself is back and he is looking for vengeance.
The Reverend has been really the only person who successfully brutalized Fear itself, except for the new QAW Heritage Champion James Maloney, who's able to knock out Fear itself once upon a time, but Fear itself has left Missile Crisis and other competitors who are, well, not wise enough to keep out of his wake of destruction.
Literally a monster here in QAW, and folks, this is actually also a Fauci surprise qualifying match, so whichever one of these two men win this match will move on to that ladder match to, well, terrorize those competitors. So let's see who gets that spot.
Some unfinished business between the Reverend and Penguine, but I don't believe that Fear itself has gotten acquainted with the Penguin Stripper, so interesting as the Fauci surprise continues to flesh out.
We do know Fear itself has acquainted himself well with the Hawaiian Islands, given that shirt, but he's also acquainted himself with pain, with destruction, and with literal fear, as he's looking to bring all that to the Reverend now.
Yes, indeed, and some young fans enjoying the action here, brave to not shrink away from a terrifying individual as Fear itself, as a chill fills the QAW arena.
Looks like they all found our blue shirt stand, folks. Another one of our sponsors in QAW. Blue shirts. Why wear a different shirt?
Make it your primary shirt. Shop blueshirt.com.
As those pipe organs fill the stadium, folks, the Reverend makes his return.
One can only hope that the Reverend has eaten a lower fiber diet before this matchup and won't be filling the arena with his own gas once again.
Well, when you're a religious man, you're always full of that holy gas, and it smells like salvation, as he says.
Let's see if it lifts him up to a winner's cloud. And the Reverend, he hasn't really shown any signs of vulnerability. He's brutalized competitors like Steve Delfino, and he's had impressive showings against men like Perjury Palapo. We'll see if he's able to bring that violence to bear against fear itself. And oh, there it is.
There it is. It's not crop dusting, folks. It's a baptism.
It's not crop dusting when you're the crop.
Exactly. That's what crops say.
Talking to a lot of scarecrows again there, Buckley?
I got really into that movie Sausage Party.
Oh, why?
Yeah, it was a big regret of mine. Not a good time in my life.
That's fair. Well, I'm not here to crap on people's movie preferences unless I feel like it. We have Fear itself going up against the Reverend.
No, please crap on it. But anyways, yes, like you said, let's see which one of these two big men finally comes out on top right here.
That person is the best seat in the house as Fear itself grabs a headlock.
I would not want to be Ethan right now, I can say that much.
Neither would I. Look how short he is, as a back suplex takes down Fear itself and a neck crank to follow up. Ethan, you might describe him as fun size, but in his case, he's more putt sized.
Absolutely.
Shoulder charge takes down the Reverend.
Well said, Mike.
Thank you.
Just laying down those blows on the Reverend. I think, the Reverend really the only person, even if James Maloney did score that knockout on Fear itself at Essential Business and that Creative Control versus Generation elimination tag, but I think the Reverend's really the only one to really, well, inspire some fear in Fear itself.
Maybe gotten into the head of Fear itself as he gets his clavicle here. Wow, Fear itself has brought him down to both knees, and he might be out.
He might be trying to pray.
One. Might be trying to prey on the holy man as he only gets a 1 count. Wow, he just palmed his head like a basketball and slammed him down.
This is the Fear itself we remember, just absolutely vicious and like not just able to hurl his opponents around at will.
The Reverend now draping over the top rope sends him back to the middle of the ring. Fear itself reverses with another shoulder charge.
Not letting the Reverend get a one-up over him at all.
Not in the least, and now going to work on the side of the head of the Reverend, just totally dominant here.
Fear itself, man, who needs technique when you're that big and you're that strong? Just he has those ham-hock fists just clubbering the Reverend viciously. The Reverend's really got to try and, looks like a little bit of a choke there, cutting off the air.
Now doubling up on that, looking to cut off oxygen to the brain of Fear itself. You can't fight what you can't think.
Double choke.
Now setting him up. The Steiner recliner there on Fear itself.
And Fear close to the ropes there, but not able to grab him. He just forces his way out. He doesn't need a rope break.
He's able to throw a man off his back like a monkey as he gets leg tripped there, and a single leg crab follow-up from Fear itself, who's not done torturing, or single leg crab there from the Reverend, I should say.
I think Fear itself may have been going for the hell drop there, but yeah, just that timing and skill of the Reverend coming into play, catching that foot with the impressive move there.
Looks like a single arm head choke there, but slammed him right down. But Fear itself firing back.
Here we go. This is what he wanted before. Big hell drop on the Reverend.
Hell drop takes him down to literal Christian hell with that package pile driver.
Now look.
He doesn't know where he is now.
Just examining the damage here. Oh, Waiting for him to get up there. I think he wants to put him in the nightmare. But misses punch.
Swing and a miss, but still able to catch him in the nightmare.
Okay.
Traps him in the
Impressive way to start that off.
traps him in the center of the ring. Ethan actually in position, asking the Reverend, does he give up?
He's blocking the camera.
What a jerk.
Now the fear itself, letting the Reverend out. I think he wants to torture him for a little bit. Just again those ham hock fists.
He's looking to double up on the pain that the Reverend has caused. Wow! Again, just slam dunking him into the mat, looking to make him pay for all the pain that he's made himself and Gentleman Doug endure.
I mean, it's personal too. He's the Reverend's the first one to really show any kind of exposed weakness in fear itself, and he wants to make the Reverend pay for that.
Keep your receipts, folks. That's the only way you get reimbursed, when you make somebody else pay.
Now the Reverend going back up to the top ropes to deliver some divine intervention.
Divine intervention crashing along the back of the neck. 1, 2. Oh, out even before 2. Fear itself not done yet.
The Reverend very surprised by that. Who can deny the will of his God?
Fear itself looks to tear down the demagogue. Backbreaker to the side of the ribs.
Fear's feeling himself.
The Reverend's struggling to get back up here. Oh, and gets crushed with a clothesline. Fear itself not done yet. Follows it up with another. And flattens him with a sidewalk slam.
Fear itself just been absolutely dominant in this match, making the Reverend and putting him in that stinky pit. We know. I've heard legends of how stinky that is.
Oh, like a McDonald's play place, the Reverend caught in a stinky pit.
Oh, now putting him back in the nightmare. Is that it?
The nightmare cinched in, his arms underneath the... Yes! The Reverend gives up. Fear itself is moving on.
Wow, Fear itself earning himself a spot in that Fauci surprise ladder match and making the Reverend tap out, no less. Much like how the Reverend humanized Fear itself a bit, it looks like Fear itself has returned the favor.
Two behemoths apparently met a match and one another, as Fear itself comes out ahead this time, but I don't think this is the last we've seen of these two massive gentlemen taking it to each other.
Absolutely not. Just two men on different sides of the spectrum. I mean, just the holy spectrum, that is. I'm not sure that these two will ever finish fighting.
Perhaps they are destined to do this forever. And speaking of gentlemen, Gentleman Doug has to be very happy that the other half of the Nightmare Gentleman, Fear itself, victorious here.
Somebody's got to really just chalk up some wins for that team. Gentleman Doug coming up short in his attempt at the Intergalactic Championship held by Le Magnifique Nordique. And, well, no better way to start off this season for that tandem than Fear itself, getting a win over his arch rival.
Could cash in that Fauci surprise for a tag team title shot, for a QAW men's title shot, intergalactic title. There's many championships here in QAW, but Buckley, I have a question for you.
What?
How do you catch genitalia in the wild?
How do you?
Using a sex trap.
Ooh, sounds sex.
Sex trap. Sex trap. Sex trap. There are people in this league who are hot. And there are people in this league who are good. Well, I'm hotter and better. Sex trap. Hot is better than good. I'm so good and so hot. They don't call me sex trap for no reason. It's 'cause I'm hot. Sex trap. Sex trap. They're probably just jealous at how hot I am. I mean, if I were them, I'd be jealous too.
You better bring it, you ugly bitches.
And now making her debut, the Sex Trap. Erin may be taking on Chloe Ainley.
And this is actually to determine the second spot in that women's Fauci Surprise ladder match. And really, who knows who's going to come out on top here? We haven't seen Chloe Ainley pick up a whole lot of success here in QAW, but she did compete in that first ladder match to determine the first QAW Women's Champion, and she has been putting in the work since versus a seemingly pretty, well, a cocky upstart in Sex Trap. So who will win in a battle of veteran, acumen, and pure sex?
Pure, unadulterated adultery as Chloe makes her way to the ring wearing a very tasteful shawl. Actually, that's like a jacket. That's not a shawl. What am I talking about?
Oh, a shawl jacket with a pink mohawk. That's the look nowadays, so I hear.
Well, it's a very excellent jacket, whatever you'd like to call it. And Chloe here looking to, I think, pick up her first win. I'm not sure that she's been successful here in QAW in her career.
Either way, she's still no slouch. We know that she's been back there. She's been putting in work in the gym, and she's looking to finally get a shot back at that championship that she missed out on.
And you hear those sultry tones, folks. The Sex Trap has been sprung.
I mean, just an absolutely bold statement, having your theme literally start with Man D. Just, what else do you expect from a Sex Trap as she makes her sultry way to the ring?
She likes two things, and she's... And folks, if you like what you... over to Twitch every Thursday at 8 o'clock. Go ahead and like, share, subscribe to the QAW Pandemic as it spreads across social media on Twitch, on YouTube. Tell your friends.
Tell your friends, tell your family, but don't tell your kids when Sex Trap's in the ring. Tell them to look away.
Unless, you know, you're one of those new age families that really want to just get to the heart of where babies come from, because, yeah, it's a quick conversation.
Yep. When Bobby turns 6, you talk about sex.
That's right.
Well, either way, here we go.
That'll keep Bobby talking for a fortnight, and off we are. Whoa, running dropkick floors Chloe.
Jeez, just switching the body around in midair. Just super fast stuff already from Sex Trap.
Sex Trap sends her into the ropes and flying off to the middle.
Come on, Chloe. Chloe, a bit of a, well, she hasn't gotten that success that she's been so desperately searching for, but the crowd's still behind her as they seemingly are not a fan of Sex Trap already.
Looking to pound some respect into ST here as Chloe sets her up. 2 kicks to the right between the shoulder blades. Make it 3. 4? My goodness.
Oh my god! But that last one, giving Sex Trap the energy to get back up to her feet just to be thrown into that dragon suplex.
Missing a stop there, but oh, Sex Trap catches dragon screw leg whip.
Well, Sex Trap is acquainting herself well with the traditional moves of QAW.
Acquitting herself well as she eats a back elbow there from Chloe. Chloe with what looks like a labored clothesline. She might be a little bit slower than we're used to seeing her. Now grabs the jaw there, and just ripping back on Sex Trap. Ethan staring hungrily.
Ethan, just restrain yourself there, Ethan.
Chop there to Chloe. Whoa! Jumping neckbreaker there from the Sex Trap.
Impressive technique.
European uppercut from Chloe. Oh, and a forearm shiver. Back elbow here. 2, 3, 4.
Ooh.
Going to work on Chloe.
Just taking her right to the ground. And oh, well, look at those moves. She calls with this standing moonsault Sex Trap 69.
Sex Trap 69, not only a good year, but an excellent vintage.
Now looking to put away Chloe Ainley right now with this butterfly move she calls the O-face.
The O-face. Chloe could be out. 1, 2, 3, and that's it. Trapping Chloe's head between her legs and pummeling her into the mat.
Whew. I mean, if that didn't do it for you, I don't know what will. Is Sextrap winning her debut match here in QAW and earning herself a spot in that Fauci surprise ladder match in 2 weeks. Looks like Sextrap is here to stay as long as you can last. Right? Mike,
Yep.
Where? There you are. Good. Thought you left.
No, I was taking all that in.
Yeah.
It's called edging. Anyway, we have more in store with QAW.
Don't float away.
What's up, QAW? It's the big ticket, Rich Dombowski. And I gotta tell you something. Something's been bothering me. If I'm being honest, it's been bothering me for weeks. But since Sunday's second wave, it's worse. Can't eat, can't sleep. Totally mailed in that Dippin' Dot spot. You see, I've been doing this forever. You know, some daddies say I love you. My daddy said, tap out or I'll break it. I've worked all over the world. I've worked against everybody. And I gotta tell you, the toughest sumbitch I've ever laced him up against, it's the Dapper Head Clapper. I think sometime Sunday night, probably after the fourth time he dropped me on my big dumb head with a Dapper driver, it clicked. And I thought, you know, if we stopped beating the shit out of each other for 5 fucking minutes and started beating the shit out of other people, we'd run this place in a month. So I've been on the phone with the powers that be, and I've secured a match against the Animal Farm. Is that right? Animal Farm? Okay. I like to think of them as the horse and the guy who's probably banging the horse. I'm going to go to the ring tonight. Maybe I have a handicap match. Maybe I have a new tag team partner. But if you have the hair on the peaches that I think you do, I'll see you there. And Animal Farm, if it's just the three of us, don't worry, I'll be fine. Because after all, I'm me and you're just you.
We got more hot tag team action on the way as Animal Farm looks to take on the Big Ticket and a partner, well, who will hopefully come to his aid.
Big Ticket basically extending that offer to Dapper Head Clapper. So, like, if you want to team up, let's do this. But it looks like he's leaving it on Dapper to really show up. So, otherwise, he's up against this dynamic duo by himself, folks. It's Animal Farm as we see BoJack Horseman, Andrew Mayer, flying into the ring, followed by the Farm Boy, Flying Farm Boy.
Farm Boy flying in, and we're going to see if Animal Farm is able to stomp out the Big Ticket, and we'll see if his offer, or the Big Ticket will be met by, well, an excellent wrestler and potentially a better rival. We're about to find out.
These two men putting on a wrestling clinic at Second Wave in a 15-minute Iron Man match. Absolutely hellacious results. Dapper coming up over to Big Ticket 3-1. You have to imagine that might be a little bit of an embarrassment on Big Ticket's part, but really you can't take anything away from that match. Just vicious, and Dapper, they took each other to the limit, as that guy Kenny Loggins might say.
Limit! These are just here at the Big Ticket, razor's edge of superstardom, as he was used to in Japan before he came here to QAW. He's yet to recapture that spark, that glory that he felt across overseas, and you gotta wonder if a win over Animal Farm would help stoke that again.
Well, we remember he did compete in the Wellington Classic to hopefully, well, he was gunning for a spot to challenge Road Rage for the QAW Men's Championship, and then coming up short to the now deceased Tommy Jr. But yeah, then he's been locked in this battle, but let's see if DHC shows up.
Sounds like it's a yes. The Dapper Head Clapper is accepting his offer. He's going to team with the Big Ticket.
You could have seen this coming, folks. Just polar opposites on just the attitude and the attire spectrum. I mean, just imagine well, the possibilities of these two being a team. I'm excited.
As you should be, as the dapper headclapper makes his stylish way to the ring, spraying the arena in arrogance.
Maybe it's just because we saw the debut of Sex Trap, Mike, but I'm feeling it.
Yeah, you look like you're rock hard there, Buckley. Try to contain yourself, could you?
I shouldn't have worn gray sweatpants.
I mean, wear what you feel, but my goodness, you could hang a towel off that.
You sure could. That's our other sponsor tonight here, folks. Boner Towels.
If you make a mistake in public, cover it up with a boner towel.
Who's gonna win?
Our sponsors are gonna win. That's who.
They sure are. They always do.
Money, 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 money. Ethan kicks us off. Andrew Mayer, the horseman. Whoa, takes down the big ticket.
We know Andrew Mayer is no slouch. Just a mix of speed. Speed, agility, and strength. Much like the farm boy, these two men, they have yet to really get significant results here in QAW, but it is not dampened. It's not dampened the fans' love of this team.
Hasn't dampened it at all, as the fans love a good horse and they love a good farmer.
They sure do.
Back hoof there to the chin of the big ticket, who looks like he's going to try to put Andrew Mayer out to pasture.
Not able to get put down just yet.
Absolutely not.
Ooh.
Whoa! Draping that huge horse head over the top rope.
You learned that move in Japan, I think.
Now ties up Andrew Mayer, scoops him up. Just heaves him across the ring. The big ticket, no shortage of strength.
One of the strongest competitors in QAW, matched up with, well, perhaps the most dashing, as Karen loves to call him. But Dapper immediately getting that European uppercut to the face.
Whoa! The horse just plasters him in the corner there with a running forehoof. Chop across the chest. Returned by the head clapper. Fireman's carry. Whoa! Brings him right across the knee. Andrew Mayer is getting a beating.
You know Dapper's a man to fundamentals, and we're seeing that on display here.
No, don't break it!
No.
Don't break his horse hands!
Ooh. The crowd already booing Dapper Headclapper for those tactics.
Whoa, back heel kick to the horse. Which, I mean, no one likes to see a horse get beaten.
I mean, absolutely not. I can't even watch a Kentucky Derby because every other horse loses.
That's right. Oh, now gets sent into the corner. Hopefully Andrew Mayer will find himself in the winning circle like Secretariat and so many great stallions of the past, but getting the life choked out of him.
That corner choke that the Dapper loves to employ.
That he does, and he does not have any misgivings about brutalizing this. Wow.
Claps him with
really
his knees.
Going to work. Claps his head on those knees. Whoa, but Andrew Mayer, creative escape, finds him on the receiving end of a DDT, though.
And now looking to maybe already put an end to this. Show the big ticket. Yeah, you did right choosing me with that pile driver.
Pile driver brought him success on Sunday. Will it keep down the horse? 1, 2, no, not even a 2 count is. Whoa, Ethan goes down.
Rich knocking over Ethan there. He's not happy with that.
Like we saw in previous matches, just the sheer momentum of, whoa! Our competitors takes Ethan down as the head clapper gets taken out.
And you can see the Men's Warehouse representatives taking notes, looking at that impeccably crafted suit there. Oh, and a Spanish fly on the outside.
Standing, flipping slam there from Andrew Mayer. No, don't work on his leg.
Please don't.
Neckbreaker there to the Dapper head clapper.
Oh, the fire alarm's going off in our commentary booth.
The commentary, the action's too hot.
Smoke everywhere.
Oh, it's coming from your sweatpants. Control yourself, Buckley.
I'm sorry. I don't know why it does that.
Well, if you used a boner towel, the smoke wouldn't make it to the sensor.
Boner towels, folks, to prevent your den from catching on fire.
Yep.
All right, there's a match happening. Back in here as Andrew Mayer gets thrown to the corner.
This is the corner, and there's a tag. DHC and the big ticket send Andrew Mayer in. And a double back body drop.
He you go, showing. We're already seeing a bit of an opposites attract teamwork going on here.
As Paula Abdul once sang, whoa! Impressive tilt-a-whirl arm drag there from Andrew Mayer, who desperately needs a tag.
Because he's been in this for a long time. He's taken a lot of punishment, a pile driver, multiple near broken limbs. He needs to get that farm boy in, who has not been in this match at all yet.
Got wrench suplex to the horse. He was going for a cross arm breaker there, maybe just looking to prove his grit, but his pride may cost him. Whoa! Gets slammed into the mat.
Farm boy was just beckoning Andrew Mayer to make that tag earlier, but he has yet to do so. He throws. That's your call. Whoop.
Throws his corner in a flying, again, forehoof. Brings down the ticket. He's right there. Make the tag.
Don't let your pride overtake you, Bojack.
Brings him into the corner. Now slamming the head of the big ticket off the turnbuckle.
Nice.
Down goes the big ticket.
Well, poking his eye there.
It's one way to really rev yourself up, to poke your own eye. Kids, don't try that at home.
You know who needs to get wrapped up? It's a farm boy, as a very fresh farm boy, as fresh as the produce he grows, looking to turn the tide here.
Nothing like a, whoa, trip to the farmer's market by way of that back heel kick.
That
sends it into the corner.
Still cannot take down that frame of Rich. Rich, just the immovable object.
Smothering splash there to the farm boy, who's now, getting worked over with that Magna Claw from the big ticket. Trip there from the farm boy.
Farm boy's no slouch. He might be able to at least partially match up to Rich's strength.
Whoa, goes for a revolving slam there. Ducks a clothesline from the ticket. Whoa, and it is successful with that spinning heel kick.
Finally takes down Rich.
And... whoa, seed plant! Down goes the ticket.
Oh my god, right on. Rich just dumped on his head there, followed up by that knee strike. I wonder, Farm Boy, he came in looking to turn the tide, and he has done so.
And he has double leg takedown there from the big ticket. Wow, with a huge amount of animation there before a headbutt.
He loves that crazy nuts headbutt.
If you like strong bad, folks, that headbutt was crazy go nuts as he elevates the big ticket up overhead. Ducks underneath, shoulder charge brings him down. Now the ticket just putting his boot prints on those overalls. Sends him to his corner. Oh, misses a big splash there.
Those corner moves, just hard to actually land those, but they pay off if you do. That's why our roster keeps going for them.
Oh, reversal in the corner. And wow, just plants the Farm Boy down.
Farm Boy just bouncing out of the corner there.
Clubs him to the back of the head. Now the big ticket looking to take him across the ring.
Grabbing him by the scruff of his neck, but no, Farm Boy refuses. I will not go.
Do not touch his ascot. Russian leg sweep from the American-made Farm Boy.
Oh, looking to bust out one of his signature moves of his signature offense here, taking him through the irrigation circle.
Whoa! Drops him down as he lets the big ticket take a huge swallow of that aggression here. Cover. No, not even a one count. As Dapper breaks it up. Dapper does not want to have a loss on, his Sterling record.
Animal Farm just literally tag teaming Dapper there, but now Andrew Mayer accidentally knocking down the Farm Boy too.
Farm Boy able to kick back up to his feet though, and Dapper seems to be confused. Ethan telling him to get out of here.
I think Dapper wanted some revenge there on Andrew Mayer for that punch, but no, now Big Ticket looking to turn the tide once again back in his favor.
Was looking to inflate those brown mud stompers.
Brown mud stompers.
That's right. Look for them at your local Payless. Oh!
Oh, spike pile driver there from Animal Farm, always busting out the creative and devastating tag moves.
The ticket is down as, wow, standing shooting style press from the horse who's been invigorated by tagging out. 1. No. The head clapper again gets them out of danger.
In this case, before Farm Boy can get his hands on him.
Andrew Mayer seems perplexed. He's just staring at the big ticket.
He's a little confused on what to do next, but Big Ticket back up to his feet.
He who hesitates could be lost forever as Andrew Mayer sends him into the corner.
Oh, we've seen this before. Once our ghost cameraman takes this angle, a move that, well, the generation basically co-opted, but Animal Farm started. It's a stampede, folks.
Stampede leaving boot prints, hoof prints all over the massive chest of the big ticket, and they are not letting up.
As the Farm Boy rides his horse right in the chest of Rich Dombrowski.
Andrew Mayer getting funky as the Farm Boy able to land that dropkick. Cover. No, Ethan's down!
Ethan taking that axe handle right to the lower back. Ethan's down again in this match.
Ethan taking a beating tonight, folks.
He's not getting up.
Nope, this could be curtains for Ethan.
How's the match going to end?
Jumping back elbow there from the Farm Boy as both the big ticket and Ethan look to get back to their feet. The head clapper is in.
Maybe we should start to let Ethan tag out sometimes.
Yeah, he could tag in Wilford.
Wilford, we know he loves to jump in there and steal that glory, but now finally landing that spinning splash in the corner.
Running, spinning splash finds the mark and the head clapper's down. Farm Boy wiping the sweat of his brow.
Much like he does when he works the fields. Up and looking to another seed plant.
Plants the head clapper and the big ticket's down. Could this be it? 1, 2, no! Head clapper out at 2. Farm Boy lands a drop kick there. They're going to have to get a little bit more creative. Farm Boy.
He's doing a sprinkler.
He is irrigating this ring and irritating the head clapper. Sends him into the corner.
I don't think Big Ticket and DHC really knew. Whoa, what is this?
What in the world?
The horse is riding the Farm Boy.
My God, an assisted senton there. A horse riding a man.
This is QAW, folks. I don't think the Big Ticket and Dapper Headclapper really knew what they were getting themselves into. They thought Animal Farm would be an easy target, but they've been anything but.
What an impressive showing is... Oh my goodness, a Phoenix splash there. It gets totally stuffed by Dapper getting his knees up.
We know getting those knees up invalidates all offense coming off the top rope, and Dapper utilizing that to perfection.
It's just physics, folks. Andrew Mayer looking to recover, though, sends him into the corner.
No.
Oh, Dapper reverses with a boot. Sends the horse in. Clothesline brings him down.
Dapper, just remember, Dapper looking to get the edge back, remembering who the stronger competitor is.
Oh, no, and just savagely working over the leg of the horse. I cringe every time.
Oh, no, he's busted open, Mike. Look away.
Oh, no, the implied blood of Andrew Mayer.
The implied blood is the worst.
Looks for another Spanish fly, but gets reversed there.
Dapper's sick of this bullshit.
Dapper has concussed Andrew Mayer, who's bleeding from the brain, folks.
It's all over the ring. I know you can't see it, but it's implied.
It's like magic ink. If you just sprinkle some lemon juice, you'd see how red the mat would be.
And you'd find some mystical runes, perhaps Maxilon's involved.
One can only speculate as, oh no, oh, continuing to just stomp on those digits of the horse.
This is animal cruelty, folks.
That it is. There's nothing harder to fix than a horse's fingers.
Ask the doctor.
I will. Oh, kick to the back of the leg.
No. This is vicious, folks.
On a backbreaker. What is worse, breaking a horse's hands, their legs, their back? The head clapper is just very proud of himself.
My heart breaks for each one of those and just working over. And I think he might be looking to put an end to it now.
He traps Andrew Mayer. Looks like another pile driver.
Pile driver connects.
Sticks him. Is this enough? Cover 1, 2, 3, and that's it.
Well, Big Ticket, he issued the challenge, both to Animal Farm, but mainly to Dapper Headclapper. Do you have the balls? Like, these two took each other to the limit at second wave, and really looks like they are the enemy of my enemy is my enemy. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm just thrilled at the prospect of these two teaming up.
They made for bitter rivals and now look to be bittersweet victors tonight, as a little bit begrudgingly, but you can't argue with the result. The Big Ticket and Dapper Headclapper successful in their first team-up.
I mean, if they really gave each other that much trouble, then just imagine the damage they could do together.
Well, tag teams beware. Jungle Magic, the Uranus Boys, All Access, keep your eyes peeled, because this terrific tandem is on its way to the top.
Keep your eyes peeled on Twitch, folks. Don't go anywhere.
Wait, what's happening backstage?
What?
And we're getting word that there's some commotion happening backstage. Iron Pete Fenzel is on his way back to the locker room, but we're hearing that.
Well, here we're.
That's Big Daddy. Oh!
Big Daddy attacking his tag team partner, Iron Pete. What is this? Big Daddy snapped.
We heard. Oh, it must have been the echoes of Big Daddy's voice just careening off the walls backstage, and he, as you said, he's taking it to Iron Pete.
Already just trying to choke the life out of him, getting some leverage there. What is this? We know Chunkle were having their issues, but Big Daddy's sick and tired of it.
Big Daddy, wow, he is severing a friendship that, from what we understand, is years long, and sends Iron Pete into our prop boxes backstage.
How can Big Daddy do this to Iron Pete, a new father, and Big Daddy just breaking the hearts of the crowd, breaking my heart. Chunkle they were our first tag champions, folks.
Iron Pete still managing to do some squats in between that suplex. Now a punch to the midsection. He's not going to take this lying down from Big Daddy. Lightly jostling that IKEA furniture.
No.
Nothing's harder to fix than a broken tabler.
Oh no, throwing him into the locker room, folks. Diamond David will spend thousands of dollars on his own entrance, but he will not go beyond IKEA for backstage furniture.
My goodness, Buckley, your stuff's everywhere.
Oh no, don't touch it.
Now a kick to the legs, kick to the back there from Big Daddy, who's... I can't believe that he's turning his back on Iron Pete. I know things have been difficult, but to take out his aggressions on someone he trusts.
He reached his boiling point, folks, and this is how you don't solve your problems by talking in QAW. You solve them with your fists.
Oh, sends Big Daddy off of the... Well, it shouldn't be Raw, it should be Caw board there, folks, and Iron Pete looking... Well, he looks a little bit hesitant to continue defending himself, but Big Daddy not hesitating at all. Oh no, sends him into your stuff.
Oh, Big Daddy capitalizing on that. Not my stuff, but he's looking to put down Iron Pete with a keg drop on the carpet.
Oh, imagine the rug burn. Iron Pete's been neutralized.
And so is Chunkle.
When you look in the mirror, what do you see? Who are you trying to be? Who does he desire? You wish it was you, but you know deep down, it's her. It's her he's thinking of when you touch. When you make love, she is the one he craves. And you aren't her. Because she is a disembodied marblehead. He tried to tell you, you didn't want to listen. But deep down you always knew. You'll never be her. Because she is a torso-less Renaissance sculpture. No skin, no flesh, just a smooth stone face. No body, no sweat, cold lips, just part of a neck. How can you compete with that? You try to pretend, but you have a body. Who are you kidding? She's just a head. What can you do? Well, you can smell
like you don't have a body. You've got his attention now. Smell like what he desires. Go get your man. Dior, smell like a work of art.
My brother says it's hip to be square, and Elio's pizza is square. And you break it off, and you stick it in the toaster. The cheese goes blub, blub, blub. And the best part about Elio's is that my brother has to make it for me, which is very convenient. Elio's pizza. It's easier and cheesier and tastes great.
Everything is shitty. Everything sucks when you live in the USA. Everything is shitty when you live in
QAW. 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 I have been watching, and you've got my attention. As second wave went off the air on Sunday night, I heard some of the most exciting words that I've heard in a long time from Buckley Swantoon. Who will be the one to challenge the generation? Talking about my shut up. I don't care what generation you are. If you don't know who I am, you will. I'm Juicebox. You can call me the Juicebox, Box Juice, Boxy Boy. Big Juice, Juicy Juice, the Juice Man. I don't give a what the name is. The name's not important. What's important is what happens in the ring, okay? I am the nine-time isolation station championship, and I just dropped my contract with Pandemic Athletics. Oh, I don't care if you sign me. I don't care if you want me. I don't care if you need me. Maybe you're confused. Maybe I'm confused. I've taken a lot of shots to the head. But I can tell you this much. I'm coming for each and every one of you at that generation. And you're going down. Juicebox is here. And he's staying in your backpack for months. And I'll tell you this much, generation. You might want the juice. But it's not going to be worth the squeeze. Sip, sip, bitch.
Well, we're rolling on from that shocking development as we have the debuting Juicebox taking on the Buffalo Tornado, Bill Sharon.
Two big debuts tonight, folks. This is not a Fauci surprise qualifying match, but what it is, this is perhaps the hottest pickup in QAW since the league, well, since we got started, as Juicebox looking to, well, pass the gatekeeper of sorts in the Buffalo Tornado, Bill Sharon, but Bill Sharon not happy with that title. He might be looking to score an upset here.
He's winless here in QAW and would definitely be well suited to pull out a victory here over the Juicebox. Let's see if he's able to suck him up.
It might be an attire thing. Wrestling in khakis has got to be difficult.
It doesn't exactly lend yourself to a lot of mobility, but we'll see if his unorthodox approach to athletics is going to net him a win.
He's pleaded and defeated, folks, but maybe not much longer here if Juicebox does not, well, if he doesn't take Bill seriously, that could be the biggest advantage he has.
See him there with his patented pre-map sigh. Right?
Yes, indeed.
Well, folks, get excited, because as Buckley was mentioning here, Here comes the juice.
There he is, folks, the 9-time repeated Isolation Station champion, and he's here. He's here in QAW. He's here in Quarantine Action Wrestling. No longer with Pandemic Athletics, folks. He's QAW going forward, and you gotta, I mean, directly calling out the generation immediately. This is not even his first match here in QAW, and he's gunning for the top.
Coming in like a house of fire is the juice box. Excuse me, I had a mouthful of my own juice there.
Sure did. Well, not lacking for confidence already, and a man who he knows a wrestling ring like Bill Sharon knows the Cole's pants. So let's see if Juicebox is, well, if he's all he's cracked up to be.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you need to refresh your supply of khakis, go ahead and buy them from Kohl's. You can get double the Kohl's points this weekend if you can find a Kohl's that's open.
Best of luck with that, and best of luck to both Bill Sharon and Juicebox as Ethan gets us started right here.
Boot to the midsection. Oh! Arm wringer over the shoulder there. And a neckbreaker takes down the Buffalo Tornado. Juicebox starting out hot.
Juicebox coming in like a tornado, not even giving Bill a chance to breathe.
Well, Bill taking those Nikes to the arm and shoulder there, not to be outdone.
Yeah, those Nikes are New Balance, I can never tell.
It's a little bit of a swoosh, a little bit of an NB. Maybe it's a hybrid brand. Oh, Juice making himself comfortable.
Yeah, he's already lounging. God, the man absolutely not lacking for confidence. And as he throws Bill Sharon out of the ring.
Clobbers him over the top rope. The tornado sent spinning. Shoves him off. Oh, and eats a right hand right in the mush.
Ooh.
Now looking to just run away from Juicebox.
He's scared, and who can blame him?
I think he's had enough of this beating, but Juicebox pouring it on. Another right hand right between the eyes. I mean, would you hit a man with glasses? Juicebox would.
Certainly would. From the bottom of your lunch bag to the middle of your face, Juicebox is looking to deliver the pain.
Looking to make Bill Sharon sip through a straw. I see.
Almost knocking down Ethan there.
Oh, looking to darken the Capri Sun of Bill Sharon and riding that Bronco.
He is. Oh my God, he calls that the high Sia.
Cover. 1, 2. No, Bill Sharon, he might be humiliated, but not enough to get beaten by a man's crotch.
Juicebox surprised by that. I guess maybe we're cut of a different cloth here in QAW, but going up to the top and already a beautiful moonsault.
Moonsault finds its mark, and now he's stalking the tornado.
And I've heard of this move. He's looking to put him away with the last straw.
1, 2, 3. That's it. Bill Sharon drawing the short straw, and Juicebox successful in sucking up all of the victorious juices in QAW.
Jesus, near record time. Those claims of him going after the generation, you have to imagine Diamond David's watching this closely, and Juicebox clearly is a man to be taken seriously. He's here to stay, folks. It's Juicebox.
Crushing the tomato can that was Bill Sharon, the Buffalo Tornado there, getting whirled around and slammed right down, as the last straw was the last thing that Bill Sharon felt before that 3 count. That guy feels the power.
He does indeed. Well, folks, we have 2 more matches left tonight, and both of them are qualifiers for the Fauci Surprise Ladder matches. Don't go anywhere, as coming up next, we have the recently victorious Rolling Thunder taking on the recently defeated Slamazon. So let's see what happens.
That's exciting in any language.
It sure is.
And now, one more competitor is going to qualify for the Fauci Surprise as Bolivia's own Slamazon takes on Rolling Thunder.
And we saw Rolling Thunder. She took a loss in her debut match here in QAW, but then putting down D-Money with efficiency 2 weeks or last week. So Let's see, and the Slamazon coming up short in her and Rainbow Brittle's attempt to become the first ever QAW Women's Tag Champions, but it seems like they've gone their separate ways, and she's back to gunning for singles glory. It's the Slamazon.
A pride of Bolivia and looking to round Rolling Thunder, if you will.
That's what she intends to do, Karen, as Karen just really, we love you, Karen. You're doing it.
She just said the word smash, didn't she?
She did. I think that she knows what the Slamazon's gonna do, and she's just afraid. She lives in fear of the Slamazon.
Well, folks, if you're enjoying the action tonight and you, like Karen, like to smash, go ahead and head on over to Smash Burger. Smash Burger, the official burger of QAW.
Crush that meat in your mouth.
Chomp chomp. Be sure to try to get 20 grams of protein every meal at minimum. I understand the Slamazon eats 40 grams of protein every meal.
She eats between 10 and 100 meals a day. That's a lot of protein.
Good lord.
Speaking of a lot of protein, here's the, well, another one of the strongest competitors here in QAW. It's Rolling Thunder.
It really is. She makes her way to the ring.
It's Rolling Thunder.
It is. Looking to suplex her way into that Fauci surprise, and I'd imagine that Rolling Thunder would be gunning for AC Volts. I don't believe that she's found any kind of partners or compatriots to compete for the tag title, so AC Volts, I'm sure, watching this match with much interest.
Absolutely, Rolling Thunder, yeah, it seems to be an undervalued commodity here in QAW so far. Like we said, picking up an impressive victory over D-Money last week and acquitting herself well in that debut triple threat. She just at mix of style, strength, and speed. Rolling Thunder absolutely is, well, you can see Slamazon keeping a close eye on her. She can't be overlooked here.
Not at all, and she's able to say with a straight face to anyone who asks, yes, I did not lose to a baby in my first match.
Yeah, well, I mean, thank God, right? But from parts unknown, she's here in QAW now.
Frankly, I think she's from the sky, any kind of ionized atmosphere that would have her. And I mean, that would be a heck of a matchup, wouldn't it? Rolling Thunder versus AC Volts, the battle of charged up electrons. And speaking of being charged up, we're getting ready to go. Whoa, what the? Slamazon looking to attack Ethan?
She's looking to, well, getting Ethan's face already is, yeah, that spinning heel kick barely, didn't even take her off her feet, but she puts Rolling Thunder down with authority.
I think that's the first time I've ever seen a competitor before the bell rings, when they're already in the ring, try to sneak up on the ref.
Well, we know how much Slamazon loves beating our precious boy Ethan. Oh, but she gets taken down now. She's got to put her attention back on Rolling Thunder.
That she does. You can't afford to take your eye off a competitor like Rolling Thunder, who will just crush it like a juggernaut as she sends the Bolivian giant sprawling.
And again, yes, a Bolivian giant, but a Rolling Thunder, no slouch herself. She may be smaller, but she is built like a human suplex machine.
That she is. She is a diminutive dynamo as she's looking to withstand this beating here from the Slamazon, who has to keep up with the speed differential here. She definitely isn't lacking for power. She sends Rolling Thunder flying.
And tossed just like that.
Now potentially crushing the head of Rolling Thunder here.
We've seen a bit of a refocus of attitude here from the Slamazon, as she's not happy with taking that loss at second wave with Rainbow Brittles, and I think there may still be that lingering respect, but they've agreed it's about time that they part ways.
They'll always have the memories. Whoa, as she almost gets her arm dislocated there by Rolling Thunder.
Leave the memories alone, and let's see if, Slamazon's certainly not going to leave Rolling Thunder's arm alone there with a Russian leg sweep.
Absolutely not. Looking to continue to pour it on here as Rolling Thunder is being put in a precarious position. Jawbreaker there. Whoa! Slamazon wisely sidestepping the... Whoa! Back heel kick, but Rolling Thunder clobbers her in the corner, and slingshots her into a bomb there.
The cover.
1, 2, and a kick out from the Slamazon.
We know how tough the Slamazon is, and again, that stealing the show yet again. The women's tag match at Second Wave already up for multiple awards. The critics are praising it like it's a Daniel Day-Lewis performance. These Slamazon it lasted for like 25 minutes, and just you cannot count out anything from the Slamazon after a match like that.
It's about being method. It's about being committed, and the Slamazon is committed to coming out victorious tonight. She sends Rolling Thunder into the corner.
Oh.
And, avalanche splash. Down goes Thunder. Whoa, and just hurls her across the ring by the boot.
Literally rolling her across the ring. And now just stepping over her, just remembering who the bigger competitor is.
The weight of those 100 and some odd wheels just, collapsing the midsection. But Rolling Thunder, another DDT.
There you go, Rolling Thunder cannot be counted out at all.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Shoulder charge. They're evenly matched, these two. Despite the size differential, they are trading back and forth.
You have to, but now it's just returning that punch in kind. Yeah, the Slamazon starting to take Rolling Thunder more seriously as those initial thoughts of just messing around with Ethan, just Rolling Thunder able to capitalize on that, but now this is firmly in the Slamazon's bag.
I mean, it's with Ethan, but you got to keep your eye on the prize, and that prize is a Fauci surprise.
Absolutely.
Rolling suplex. Wow! Takes the Slamazon down with a suplex outside.
Ethan, the Hurricane Rana, Ethan getting closer to his favorite number. This ends in a countout. What's going to happen?
I'll be pissed.
You will be pissed, but luckily that will not happen tonight, folks.
Nope, Rolling Thunder looking to end this in the ring and very proud of herself.
We're going to gain some momentum.
Might be borrowing a little bit from the bombastic energy of Baby Powers. She gets kicked off there by the Slamazon. Picks her back up. Little judo shoulder throw there from the Slamazon, who has Rolling Thunder. Sends her in his corner.
The Bolivian judo.
The deadliest kind in the world. Whoa! Misses a springboard back kick there from Rolling Thunder.
So you see them land on her feet weird there. Now Slamazon looking to capitalize, putting her in the boa constrictor.
Boa constrictor locked in. Rolling Thunder trapped. If she can reach out and grab the ropes, she can escape.
No, but she has the left arm locked in there, but now using the right. Look at the power of Rolling Thunder, just forcing her way out.
No slouch herself in the grappling arts as she was able to use her leverage to escape. Now takes down the Slamazon, who, just punches her right in the midsection to get out herself.
That's how you get out. Oh, and now we know this. Looking to put her down with authority with the Slamazon power slam.
The patented power slam as she takes Rolling Thunder away from the ropes. This could be it. Hooks the leg. 1, 2, 3, and that is it. The Slamazon will find herself in the Fauci surprise opposite, interestingly enough, Delia Payne.
Those are your first 3 women in the Fauci surprise ladder match, folks. It's Delia Payne, the debuted Sex Trap, and the Slamazon. Make sure to put that in your calendar, July 2nd, folks. You do not want to miss this.
Be there or be quarantined.
Or quarantine and then watch, folks. It's on Twitch. Why don't you give us a follower? Give us a follower, at that number there. Share us, like us, subscribe, all that whole stuff. We only need 12 more subscribers, and then we hit some kind of cool status on Twitch.
Give us your followers. Give them.
Please. Well, after this, folks, it's our main event. Another Fauci surprise qualifying match as the Legacy himself, Lloyd Sharp, takes on the Dangerous Shakes.
Shaky.
My advice to startups, don't put all your eggs in one basket. Put them in a small black box. Shake vigorously. Then see what happens. That's science. I have an IQ of 12,000. The day I was born, I walked out of my mother's womb wearing a black turtleneck. My umbilical cord was made of black yarn, and I cut it myself. Forget education. All you need is a vision. A big vision that doesn't blink and shoots mind-controlling laser beams. I can make rich old men give me checks for millions. If they ask about my secrets, I make them urinate on command. My new company brings two powerful ideas together: resurrection and my favorite superhero, Thanos. He's powerful, sexy, and has a great voice, just like me. I snap my fingers and half the dead people come back to life. I call it Resurrekthanos. Resurrekthanos combines cutting-edge research in flatullobotomy, walking deadology, and zombie titties with a little blood and some maths. Resurrekthanos just signed an exclusive contract with the US military and PetSmart. You too can bring corpses back to life and save the world. Don't ask me to show you the technology. It just works. Trust me. I'm Elizabeth Holmes, and you will spend $90 on my masterclass.
With more reporters based in Queens and all other New York papers, New York Newsday delivers more of what Queens wants.
The joke has been that other newspapers cover Queens as if it were a foreign country. Not New York Newsday. We're here full-time.
People in Queens don't like people in Manhattan telling them what's best for them. When you're based here, you cover things that really matter to Queens.
I cover the Queens Courthouse. When you're based here, you have an edge over other reporters.
More reporters means more of what Queens is looking for. New York Newsday, on top of the news and ahead of the times.
I don't want to take opportunities away from people who can actually do something with them. So, you know, a lot of it is my own fault. I've not had the best moral to required brutality and required edge, no pun intended, Adam Copeland, to be a QAW superstar. And I just feel like maybe he did? Okay, I will be there this Thursday. You ever lose something around the house? And when you're not looking for it, there it is. The last several weeks, I've not really been focused on wrestling because I've been tending to the family of Tommy Jr. as promised. And in that time, I've had some contemplation about whether or not I even have what it takes to be a QAW superstar, given my lack of success, and given my constant letting my own personal principles get in the way of what's needed to progress. I refuse to compromise myself for the wrestling business, and that in itself may be a credit to me, but it could be a detriment to my career. And then I get a phone call from the brass telling me that not only am I in a qualification match this Thursday on Pandemic for a potential title opportunity, but that I have been called out by Mr. Shakes. Talk about an opportunity. Just when you think that you're not cut out for something, and that you haven't built a certain amount of credibility necessary to be relevant in your chosen profession, you get thrown into a match for an opportunity against one of the biggest names in the game. Never give up. Never stay down. Keep moving.
I lost to Diamond David Thomas for the interference of Wellington Arms. There hasn't changed a thing. I had a legacy once. It was called Creative Control. But when I fought my first fight in the QAW, I fought you, Lloyd Legacy Sharp, as Jacques LaRue. And then I lost pretty badly at the Royal Rumble as Jacques LaRue. And I found this mask, and it changed me into something other than Jacques LaRue. Changed me into Shakes. Mr. Shakes. Well, now just Shakes. Lloyd Sharp, you were my first opponent. You will not be the last, but I will be your last. When we get into the ring tonight, as you will feel nothing more. Thank you for your time.
And our main event tonight, we have Lloyd Legacy Sharp looking to take on the imposing, the dark and twisted Shakes.
Lloyd Legacy Sharp just been, well, his world was just absolutely turned upside down with the passing of Tommy Jr. And, well, the same thing with the world of Shakes. It's taking that loss to Diamond David at second wave due to interference from Wellington Arms, or as Diamond David might insist, the raw power of Taekwondo David. But either way, he's looking to get that momentum back here and qualify for the ladder match, but so is the Legacy himself.
Shakes is looking to regain that momentum he had as the former head of Creative Control, and we're witnessing the spiraling of Shakes right before our eyes as Lloyd Legacy looks to continue to put smiles on faces.
I mean, what a redemption story that Lloyd Legacy has had. I mean, this is very well, not even very well, this definitely is his toughest challenge to date. We've seen few, maybe no more intimidating competitors than Shakes. And even then, if you ask me, Diamond David didn't stand a chance without the help of Wellington Arms. So if Lloyd's able to take him down tonight, the sky's the limit.
That it is. And now, who's going to be dancing with the angels tonight, and who's going to be slumming it up with the sinners as Shakes makes his entrance? Do you want some of my Julius?
You saw me? Yeah, if you don't mind.
Okay.
So good.
I want to finish it. And there he is, rising from his Dippin' Dot tomb. It's Shakes.
Rising like I did in my pants with that sex trap match. It's Shakes now.
The former Jared LaRue, who was twisted by the embarrassment of flying over the top rope in the first ever QAW Rumble, and has since tried to put himself back together like a deranged Humpty Dumpty, but it hasn't netted many wins.
We've seen, just the former just monster-like yet still calm composure of Shakes. Dropping the mister. He's merely Shakes now. And are we seeing an evolution or a dissolution or a complete breakdown? But either way, just like I said, Lloyd Legacy Sharp's toughest challenge to date.
Like if you got rid of the Shack, merely Shakes.
Yes, indeed. Or love.
Love Shack. Baby love Shake.
And folks, that's our final sponsor for tonight, Love Shakes. You thought it couldn't get better with the shake weight, but now it's Love Shakes.
Looking to lose weight and stay sexy? Love Shakes.
I sure am.
Well, these two men not looking to give each other any kind of love shakes. as Ethan squares them up. Whoa! Shakes immediately coming out of the box.
Jeez. You know he's frustrated. You know he has that pent-up rage ever since Sunday, and unfortunately Lloyd Legacy Sharp is the first person in his way.
Back body drop there from Shakes to Lloyd Legacy. He takes him down with a shoulder charge. Brings him back up, shoulder charge of his own. These two men trading blows early. Jawbreaker there from Legacy. Oh, kitchen sink takes over. Whoa, Shakes, who shakes off that kick, and wow, running neck breaker. These two men running at each other full steam.
Going tit for tat. I mean, we've seen Lloyd putting in the work ever since to get back up to the top of the card, and Shakes having firmly sat at the top of the card for a long time, but then, you know, well, being shook himself from the influence of the generation. These two putting on a wrestling clinic.
We're just in the early going of this matchup, but neither men, whoa, looking to show any signs of stopping. Drop down gutbuster there to Shakes. Lloyd Legacy looking to row the boat with his arm.
You know,
having a little bit of fun and a bit of success here against Shakes.
We know the varied moveset of Lloyd Legacy Sharp, just a wrestling guru, some might call him, actually serving to train some of the newer recruits in the QAW Performance Center. Just, you have to imagine the fans are behind him here.
That you do, and now a stump puller here from Shakes, a very painful maneuver, looking to hyperextend the hamstring of Lloyd Legacy, who politely just rolls him off.
Yeah, very, very delicate way to get out of that move, and somehow Shakes is pulling Lloyd back in the ring.
You know, based on his QAW career, so far, with the neck crank there to Lloyd Legacy, I'd argue that Lloyd Legacy's been too nice. He's let people like his now dead mentee, Tommy Jr. and others kind of walk all over him.
I mean, yeah, you're right. He's going to have to channel some kind of aggression here if he wants to take down the imposing force known as Shakes.
Shakes holds nothing back and arguably goes too hard in the paint as, whoa, Lloyd Legacy looks to kick out the legs of Shakes.
No.
But Shakes fighting him off. Fireman's carry here. Oh, flapjack plants Lloyd Legacy in the corner.
God, we know the power, we know the technique, and just the reversal ability of Shakes. And now, putting Lloyd in the mandible claw, but might be too close to the ropes. Yes, he has to break it up.
Mandible claw a la DJB in the open micer.
Now maybe, no! He was looking to make Lloyd feel nothing more. That may have put him down. We've never seen anybody get up after that, but Lloyd managing to escape, and now he's reversing it. He's trying to got his ankle targeted in the 2K20.
The 2K20, Shakes was in the ropes, and Ethan gonna honor that.
Ooh. Both of these men having their moves broken up by the rope break, and now he might be thinking to set him up with a tour ender, but no.
These two men have certainly done their homework on each other. They know what to anticipate and what, whoa, everyone's got a plan until they get booted in the midsection.
Oh, and now he's going back, just slapping that knee, looking to bring an end to Shakes' tour of pain right now with that kick.
Successful, finds its mark right on the chin of Shakes. Cover. 1, 2, no! Shakes out at 2. The tour is not over.
Just the willpower and the endurance of Shakes. You cannot put him down with just one move like that, no matter how powerful it is.
Now Lloyd Legacy looking to drown Shakes in the deep water here. Flying back heel kick brings Shakes down. Single leg takeover, looking to lock in the 2K20 again.
But again, Shakes is in the ropes. I mean, this is almost too much aggression from Lloyd. He's got to remember positioning here.
Maybe he feels sad for Shakes. Oh, cover. 1, 2. A veteran like Lloyd Legacy, you'd think that he'd know enough to keep Shakes away from the ropes, but maybe he just wants him to be that close to give him a chance to survive here, but for another tour ender.
Again, tuning up that band for a tour ender. Kick to the face.
Middle of the ring this time. Cover. 1, 2. No! Shakes out again.
We know. Just look back at second wave. How much Diamond David had to do to keep Shakes down, even after that metal knockout punch. Shakes is just a vicious monster.
That he is. He is not slowed by normal human means. It takes superhuman effort to keep him down. Oh, as he looks to break Lloyd Legacy in half.
Lloyd has got to keep that offense on him if he can't take too much of this.
2! No, Lloyd Legacy out at 2. A quick pin there from Shakes, but not enough to keep the Legacy down. Now Shakes taken to the top rope, uncharacteristic.
It is, but I mean, a lot of what Shakes has been doing in the past few weeks has been uncharacteristic just now, and now beckoning Lloyd to his feet.
The Legacy back to his feet. Flying crossbody lands.
Oh, a big man like him flying through the air.
Oh, had Lloyd Legacy by the head, but now single leg trip and the single leg crab. Lloyd Legacy gonna give up here.
He's in the middle of the ring. He's not in that corner. Someone jingling keys.
Sorry, that.
Keys.
Yes.
Keys.
I'm sorry. I forgot how easily distracted you are.
That's okay. Oh, but Lloyd getting some fire back.
Lloyd firing back up. Now big boot to Mr. Shakes. Sends him back into the ring. Ethan up to a count of 2. This will not be a count out. Have to get to 10. Lloyd Legacy now ascending the ropes.
Now Lloyd going out the top of the elbow, but misses.
No water in the pool. His elbow crashes into the mat. Shakes now going to work, looking to capitalize on that mistake. But again, too close to the ropes.
Both of these men are just blinded by their desire to win here. They're losing track of where they are. I mean, it's just pure aggression at this point.
The stakes are high. Whoa! Another mandible claw there sunk in on the Legacy, who was able to fight out immediately.
The heart on Lloyd Legacy.
He's not willing to say die. Because now he fights out of that fireman's carry. Lloyd Legacy with a rally. Oh! Scooted up underneath and took Shakes down.
Oh, and now he's remembering. He's got to get that positioning. Yes, and he's locking him into 2K20. They're in the middle of the ring.
2K20, nowhere to go for Shakes. Is this going to be... Yes! That's it! Lloyd Legacy earns his spot in the Fauci surprise.
I can't believe it, folks. Lloyd Legacy triumphing over Shakes. Just ascending that mountain, and he's almost at the top, folks. And now, the third man into the men's Fauci surprise ladder match. That means so far in that ladder match, we have Lloyd Legacy Sharp, we have Penguin, and we have Fear itself. This is getting stacked, my friends.
That it is, and from one easily distracted man and his partner, congratulations, Lloyd Legacy.
Keys.
Sorry. I didn't mean to overstimulate you there, Buckley, but what a night of action we've had. We've had 3 competitors for the men and women qualify for the Fauci surprise, and we'll have more qualifying matches next week, folks. Please continue to join us at 8 o'clock on Twitch on Thursday nights.
Absolutely, and with our new partnership with Improv Boston, you can also catch our shows on their Twitch as well. So why don't you join us? Why don't you take the night off, watch some wrestling with your friends, and hey, if you're a gambling man, meet me at those blackjack tables later tonight.
Luck be a lady as we build our boardwalk empire here in New Jersey. Folks, be good to yourselves and each other. Good night.
Love you.